Well, isn't this a lark? Fell asleep in my dressing room after the performance. There I was, drooling on myself after folk had gone home. God, I'm a useless bastard. I rushed up my beer after the performance, but I must have gone a bit too far. Fell asleep sitting in my chair. Mr. Magister's sick of my antics already. He'll hit the roof if he finds out. Sid! Pete! Where are you both? Bastards must have gone and locked up the theatre. Oh God, what have I done? Since I gave such a rubbish performance tonight, it seems apt. Play tonight was for my benefit, so it seemed only right to have a drink or two. But I must have gotten a dirty glass. My head kills, I've heartburn, my tongue is coated with fuzz. I feel so fucking old. Even at my age, I can make people laugh if they come to the theatre in the first place, but not myself. Now there's a fine joke. I've drained the bottle down to the very dregs. That's you, Ray Fatty Aston, the dregs you also. Strange though. I've been treading the boards for years. This is the first time I've been in a theatre after lights out on my own. It's black as sin. Can hardly see a thing. Oh yes, I can just make out the prompter's box. Another useless bastard. I never forget my lines. What a place. You really could believe it was haunted. Sid! Pete! Where are you both? I really should swear off the booze. Should be ready for my pipe and slippers, but here I am. Daft old comic in this ridiculous get-up. I should go and change. Ah! Who are you? What are you doing here? Who are you?
It's me!
Me? I'm me? Who the bloody hell are you?
It's Bobby. You know Bobby? The stagehand, the prompter. In fact, if anything menial needs doing around here, I'm the one who does it.
Bobby? A prompter? What are you doing creeping round here at night?
I could ask you the same question, Mr. Aston, but as it so happens, I'm between residences at the moment, so I'm stopping here in one of the dressing rooms. Yeah.
Oh, it's you, Bobby, is it? Just think, we were supposed to be celebrating my career, a life spent in theatre. But not a soul came to wake the poor drunk old comic up and take him home when the miserable charade was over. I'm an old man, Bobby, and I'm poorly too. In fact, I might not make it to morning. Don't leave me, Bobby! Don't let this helpless old duffer creep me in a deserted theatre!
Okay, Mr. Aston. I think it's time for you to go home.
Home? I have no home. The stage is my home.
Oh, come on. Have you forgotten where you live?
I'm not going there, I won't. Not to that bedsit with mouldy walls. My wife left and took the children. I have nobody, Bobby. No one to cheer me up. No one to caress me. No one to pull down my pants when I'm drunk. Who loves me? Who needs me? Nobody, Bobby.
Mr. Aston, come on now, come on. Look up, stand up straight. Now, don't forget, that's your audience.
Those fickle parasites, they march in here, guffawing like jackals, then march out again as if they could do it all themselves. As if it were easy. They forget about the grease paint, the sweat, the toil that goes into making them forget their troubles for an hour or two. No, nobody loves me. Nobody needs me.
Oh dear.
You know what? I am a man. I am a man. I'm still alive. I still have enough claret left in my veins. And back in the day, Bobby, I was top of my class in school. I was in the army, and I could even have been an officer before I sank this low. What a fine young lad I used to be. What happened to those days? Where did it all go? I can see it as clearly as I see your face now. Youth, passion, women, Bobby.
Okay. It's probably best now if you went home and got me back to bed.
I remember when I first trod the boards in those halcyon days. A woman loved me for my comedy. Desdemona, I used to call her. She was beautiful. A fine boiling piece. When I'm cold in the grave, I'll still be stiff for her. So beautiful, so tender, so bright and young. I fell on my knees before her, and I begged for my happiness. And you know what she said?
I love you too.
Give up the stage. Give up the stage. Do you understand? She can love a comedian, she said, but marry him? No fucking way. I remember I was acting that day. I was part of a double act. We'd pelt each other with pie after pie. And as I acted, I felt my eyes being opened. I saw that what I saw as a vocation, helping them forget their troubles, making them laugh, was just an empty dream. I saw through their applause that day, the bastards. People applauded me. Sometimes they even wanted my photograph or my autograph. But I was just a stranger to them. I was just shit on their shoes, even at the height of my fame. Yeah, meeting me was the height of novelty. But allowing their daughter or sister to marry me? Never! The bastards!
Now, Mr. Aston, you look so poorly. And you know, frankly, you're starting to worry me. So come on now, please. Please, let's go home and let me go back to bed.
Oh, I remember on that day when Desdemona, well, I started just wandering aimlessly about, living for day to day, letting my mind go up shit creek, till little by little, I lost my talents. My looks faded. I dressed up in motley. And I became the butt of every joke instead of a man.
Oh, Mr. Aston, come on now. People, they admire you as a comedian. You were considered something of a comic genius at one point.
Genius?
Yeah.
Yes, what a genius I was. It makes me want to throw up just to think of it. Hey, do you remember this little number? Travel down to have a little paddle in the sea. Mother takes her stockings off upon the sandy shore and shows a lot of linen that she'd never shown before.
Oh, bravo, Mr. Aston. Yes, I remember that little number very well. That was back when this theater was new. And we used to have holiday makers lining outside just to come and see your act.
Like hungry herringgulls fighting over scraps?
No, that's not the way I remember it. Do you remember that routine you go into after the seaside song?
Are you suggesting I forget my lines just because you're the prompter?
No, nothing like that, Mr. Aston. I'm just feeling a little nostalgic is all.
Well, of course I remember.
Hello, is this Harry Ramsbottom Fish and Chip Emporium? I'd like some fish and chips, please.
I'd like some fish and chips, my good man.
No, you misunderstand, Mr. Aston. I'll be the customer. I wouldn't dream of depriving you of your greatest comedy role.
You misunderstand. You're supposed to say, I'd like some fish and chips, my good man.
Yeah. Hello, is this Harry Ramsbottom Fish and Chip Emporium? I'd like some fish and chips, my good man.
Fish and chips? You can have sausage and chips, battered sausage and chips, sausage, chips and gravy, double sausage and chips, double battered sausage.
Never mind all that, I'll just have some fish and chips.
With a pickled egg on the side!
No, Mr. Aston, that's my line.
I know, so say
A
it!
pickled egg on the side.
The audience would crack. Oh, the full line!
Oh, right. Never mind all that, I'll have some fish and chips and a pickled egg on the side.
The audience would crack up at that. I never could see what was so funny about pickled eggs myself.
I think it's because they cause flatulence, Mr. Aston.
Never mind. Never mind! Give me the line again, Bobby.
Never mind all that, I'll just have some fish and chips and a pickled egg on the side.
Pickled egg, you can have a pickled egg with your sausage and chips, a pickled egg with your battered sausage and chips, a pickled egg with your sausage, chips and gravy, a pickled egg with your double battered sausage and chips, a pickled egg with your double battered...
But no fish and chips.
But no fish and chips. No!
You want your line, Mr. Aston?
I never forget my lines, you should know that about me! Give it to me again.
But no fish and chips.
Aye!
Start by repeating what I just said.
Well, I start by repeating what you just said.
That's what I just said, Mr. Aston.
Yes.
So when you're ready, start by repeating what I just said.
But what did you just say?
I just said, when you're ready, start by repeating what I just said.
But what did your character just say?
Yes! But no fish and chips.
Okay, now what do I say?
Oh, Mr. Aston, I think you're a little drunk.
Mr. Aston, I think you're a little drunk. Well, what did you say? I'm not drunk. I just got a dirty glass.
Of course you did. You're just a little out of sorts, and that's why you can't remember your lines.
I can remember my lines, I can. But if I were given something worthwhile to say, there'd be some value in remembering them. Comedy, comedy, comedy. Make them laugh. Get them coming back for more. I had aspirations to be a real actor, Bobby. A tragedian. Tragedians don't forget their lines. Do you think Jonathan Dewhurst forgot his lines?
I wouldn't know, sir.
Are you just like one of them them vultures, them erringles? Do you know nothing of Shakespeare, of Sophocles?
I wouldn't know, sir. I'm just the stagehand, the prompter, the factotum.
I'll show you how it's done. Ever heard of Othello?
The game?
This is not a game. This is Shakespeare.
Ooh.
Othello, hot-tempered Moor of Venice, has just been tricked by the ruthless Iago into believing his faithful wife Desdemona has cuckolded him. Consumed with rage, Othello creeps into her bedchamber at night and pulls out a knife.
Mr. Aston!
By heaven! I saw my handkerchief in his hand! Oh, perjured woman, thou dost stone my heart, and makest what I intend to do a murder, which I had thought a sacrifice. I saw his handkerchief. Here's the very error of the moon. She comes more near earth than she was wont, and makes men mad.
Mr. Aston, no! Mr. Aston, no! Mr. Aston, what are you doing? No! Mr. Aston! No, Mr. Aston! Mr. Aston, stop it!
What are you two doing? Looking for a pair of murderers.
Mr. Magister!
Sid and Pete told me they heard voices when they were locking up. I assumed foul play and got here as soon as I could. Only to find you two addle-pates clowning around. What in the blue blazes is this mess? And what the hell have you done to my poster? Ray Fatty Aston. Is it not enough to give you top billing when you're way past your prime? Your kind of comedy went out with Edward VII. And this is how you repay me.
Listen, Magister, we were just rehearsing. Yes, that's it, rehearsing for a new show. Aston's Tales from Shakespeare.
Hello.
Meet my new sidekick.
Your sidekick? I don't find this amusing.
Oh, look at Queen Victoria. We are not amused. Well, we are amused, aren't we, Bobby? Bobby?
You're fired, Aston! Get your things to your dressing room and clear out. I'll be docking your wages to get the poster repaired. And you, Bobby, expect your wages to be docked too. And get this mess cleaned up!
Mr. Aston. Mr. Magister.
Mr. Magister, it's not my fault. Mr. Magister, help me! Mr. Magister, it's Mr. Aston's fault. He was going crazy. Mr. Magister! Mr. Magister! Mr. Magister! Mr. Magister!
That was not the end of Ray Fatty Aston, you know. That's just now towards the end of a long and varied career. I became the curator of Blackpool's very own End of the Pier Show. What's an End of the Pier Show, you ask? Well, I'm glad you asked. Step right up, folks, step right up. Once you've had your fill of sun and sea air in Blackpool, you'd like to know what else the town has to offer. Blackpool's greatest attraction is, and always has been, the End of the Pier Show. All through the Sunday season, 2 shows a day, 7 days a week. You'll see things you never thought possible. Hear tales to send shivers down your spine. Smell exotic aromas from far-off lands. Reach right out and touch your fortune. What will it hold? Prosperity or penury? Take it on your tongue and taste the spice of life itself. All at the End of the Pier Show. Step right up and meet our attractions. First, direct from the mist-shrouded Isle of Man, Moira. This farmer's daughter will tell you a strange tale of an unusual pet gifted with the power of speech. It'll have your eyes and ears agog. That's it, step right up now. You'll meet Rosanna Romanov, the fortune teller. Once, this lady will gaze into a crystal ball for you and foretell your future if you cross her palm with silver. But cross her, and despair will be yours. She has the power to curse as well as bless. That's it. Step right up now. You'll see the rector of Stiff Key, a man of the cloth with an unusual preoccupation, a Sunday newspaper sensation. The rector will preach to you an alternative gospel, direct from his own, a barrel on Blackpool seafront. And last, but by no means least, a girl with a secret so terrible she had to hide it, even from her own mother. You're curious now, aren't you? You'd like to know what it is. All will be revealed in good time, at the end of the Pier Show.